This is Odin's Wolf Survival, and today we're going to be making a fishing lure from things that you probably have in your shyte gear. Most people will carry some sort of fishing kit, and they also have paracord. What I have here is some really cheap paracord from Walmart. It's made distinctly differently, as you can see. The inner strands are much different, although it does have them. The outer shell is a lot coarser weave. We'll get into some of this on another video, but with what I'm going to do now, this might be kind of handy. All right, so what we do is you can use an end length or cut off lengths. I use short little bits to make these every now and again when I make them. Cut you off a bit. After you pull your inner lining out, you have this will be the main body of it. You have your hook handy, which is right there. And then I'll fuse up this end of it. I don't know how this is going to work. Regular 550 cord, you can kind of fuse it with a hole in it. I think that did it. Whereas you can see, it's not as pretty as some, it's just the coarseness of the outer weave. Your regular 550 cord, the more expensive version, military grade, which I'm certain this is not even close to military grade, will form down into a nice little circle. It's kind of cool. Then what I do is I just pull the hook, push the hook in through it, and try to get it out through that little hole, which that don't look like it's going to work. Yeah, okay. And you really don't want to seat that hook in your hand. I got it a little bit small, so we'll just push it past the weave a little bit. That'll form kind of a, look like the head. You want to leave the eye back out, and you take one of your inner strands and break it. If it's a real 550 cord, you break it down, and you can break it down into 3 inner strands. Each of the inner core pieces, you can break it down. This one doesn't even look like it's been braided up, so it's got fairly thin material already. Okay, so you form a slip knot and leave a tail. And then I'll tie it with the eye sticking out. Like I said, grab the hook to where you've got it, to where it won't bury in you. That takes all the fun right out of the game. And just start wrapping it very tight. A little bit of super glue you can put in there, although the fish might be able to smell that. If it sits a bit, I don't know if they will. Wrap it around there pretty solid. You can probably fuse it down to the end, but I'm not doing that. And then tie it. Once you get a knot in it, tie another. And you can do this as many times as you like. It doesn't have to be pretty. The fish aren't impressed by the pretty. They're after the bright flash and what looks like a bug or something edible. If you're going to show your buddies, make it pretty, because they will hammer you. And then just fray all this mess out. Again, this frayed out much easier because it's not mil-spec cord. Mil-spec cord will fray out also, but you have to use like a little pick to help pull the weave apart. And it's a little bit finer than this. This actually works pretty good for a fly line or bait line. But that's what you end up with. And you can make this right in the field, right next to the stream, wherever, as you need it. But that's how I make fishing lures with 550 cord. and a few of your hooks out of your deal. And that's the other thing I say, don't ever carry just 2 hooks. Hooks are cheap. They're hard to make when you need them. They're not, the made ones aren't as effective as these are. These you can buy by the 100, quite literally, fairly reasonable, so there's no reason to only carry 2.